All right, so we're talking about Marauders today, different varieties of Marauders. We have a slim midi, a normal midi, a full size that is being discontinued. These are totally custom with the carbon fiber handles. So let's talk about variations and what people prefer here. We've got the slim midi. I've heard so many good reviews already about this knife. More reviews than any of our Marauders. I think the slim variation of it is just blowing people away because it's a little bit more palatable for most of the public. I like the regular size midi as well. Same overall length, just the thickness dimensions are slightly different. It's all 0.190 inch thickness. So 0.190 thick blade and 0.187 handles. These two are totally blinged out, sculpted out. This one has a nice ribbed sculpting. It has some drops and some peaks, different colors on the peaks than the bottoms. This is kind of a crosshatch atomic style with some gold and blue. Both equally as cool. It just kind of depends on if you're really straightforward, if you like something a little bit extra and fancy. The full-size Marauder that is being discontinued, the last run of them here, 0.260 inch thick blade, the same as the Praetorian Tie, Fat Daddy, Viper, FUK Flipper. So the thickest of the thick blades that we've done. The carbon fibers on these are a little bit thicker than a typical. You can see the comparison between it and the spring. That's how carbon fiber is. I have one with a D2 Vulcan Tanto, one with the satin S35 drop point. So I'm looking for feedback here. What do you think about the full thickness Marauder as opposed to the new Marauder H that will be coming out in this thickness here? If you've been to the Centurion event, you've had your hand on the new Centurion Marauder H, so you kind of know where we're coming from. So the Marauder family, I just want to hear back from you guys. Tell me, what you think. So now let's talk about where these knives are going. They're headed to Mike Caruso at Delray Shooting Center in Delray Beach, Florida. Telephone number 561-265-0700. Website is shootingcenters.com. They're at 1505 Poinsettia Drive, Suite H. And these knives will be headed out to him. There are a few more I'd like to look at, but give me some feedback on those Marauders. The carbon fiber is very cool, but hard to work with. But, in general, what do you think about the full size, full thickness Marauder as opposed to the slimmer versions that we're going to? Some guys are going to say, the thick, the better, the thicker, the bigger, the thicker, the better. I think for most people, people that know our knives already, that don't know our knives, that would like to get into our knives, but they're a little bit too big, my guess is they're going to like the slimmer ones, but what do I know? We ran that post, Samantha and I, about the 3 different laser patterns that we were going to put on the envolée, and the one we loved the most was the one you guys liked the least. So you just never know. That's why I'm asking for your feedback out there. Let's look at what else is headed out to Mike at Delray here. I have 4 different infractions. I could ask you about this too, quite honestly. The infraction was originally offered in carbon fiber. Just a kind of a gnarly, slippery material to work with. Works beautifully sometimes, and most of the times it's just kind of a bearer, Carbon fiber handle, D2 PVD blade, PVD spring for a tuxedoed carbon fiber knife. And then we have our all titanium versions. This one has a satin D2 blade, so it's been hand burnished, hand brushed, bead blasted and anodized, so dual process on the handle and spring, brushed clip, and Joe brushed the perimeters of the scales too, so you have that nice juxtaposition between the matte and the polish on the perimeters, and that polishing goes really nicely with the satin blade and brushed clip. This also is a D2 satin blade, bead blasted and flamed, so dual process again, but this has been flamed, handle and spring. Again, a brushed clip. So I like it when we do these satin blades, so you have some polish and some bling, and then compared to it you have this darked out, matted out flame. It's just a really nice, again, juxtaposition, one of my favorite words. S35, this is straight up tumbled. Handle and the spring, the flats have been polished, the bottoms have been bead blasted. The clip has also been brushed and flamed. So not a whole lot of heavy sculpting on these, and quite honestly, I kind of prefer these without sculpting because there are so many interesting recesses and facets and details on this that I kind of feel it's unnecessary. Just kind of doing things to bring out the facets, especially this, the two-tone. I think it's just lovely. And then Mike and the boys over there jumped in on a couple of our new 187 all titanium knives. We have two 187 flippers, probably hard to see with the lighting, but this is tumbled and this is bronze anno. He has a single 187 drop point also in anno handles. So we've got that headed out, probably get packed up today. It is Monday, getting close to the end of April, diving into May. Again, my birthday's next week. What?
Not Monday.
Did I say Monday? I meant Friday. See, I'm always working. I'm thinking it's already Monday. I meant it's Friday. But it is towards the end of April. And my birthday's next week, May 3rd. So if you get a chance to give me a shout, I'd love to hear from you guys. So give me a call, give me an email. Till the next time, I'm out.